Hook. In just 8 days, the most sweeping AI regulation in human history takes effect. And if you think this doesn't affect you, think again. Starting August 2, 2026, any company whose AI touches Europe faces fines of up to €35 million or 7% of global annual revenue, whichever is higher. That is enough to bankrupt entire industries overnight. Intro. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are breaking down the biggest story in artificial intelligence right now, a story that is barely getting the coverage it deserves. The European Union AI Act, the world's first comprehensive legal framework for artificial intelligence, hits its first major deadline on August 2. And here is where it gets interesting. At the 11th hour, the European Parliament voted to delay the most expensive requirements. But the delay is not final yet. The Council of the European Union still needs to agree, and time is almost up. Whether you are a developer, a business owner, or just someone who uses AI every day, this law will reshape how AI works everywhere. Let me explain why. Segment 1. So what exactly is the EU AI Act? Think of it like the GDPR for artificial intelligence, except the fines are even higher. The law classifies every AI system into 4 risk levels. Minimal risk, like spam filters, no regulations at all. Limited risk, like chatbots, just transparency rules telling users they are talking to AI. High risk, including AI used in hiring, credit scoring, medical devices, law enforcement, and critical infrastructure, these systems face the heaviest requirements. And unacceptable risk, which includes social scoring by governments, real-time biometric surveillance in public spaces, and manipulative AI systems. Those are already banned since February 2025. The high-risk category is where the real action is. Companies must conduct conformity assessments, maintain technical documentation, register their AI systems in an EU database, and assign human oversight. And if you think this only applies to European companies, the law has global reach. If your AI system's output touches anyone in the European Union, you are in scope. No European office required. No European employees needed. The law follows the impact, not the company headquarters. Segment 2. Subscribe to get the full breakdown of the biggest AI stories every single week. Now here is the part that has everybody watching. The original deadline for high-risk AI compliance was August 2, 2026. But in May, the European Parliament voted to push that deadline to December 2, 2027 for standalone high-risk systems and all the way to August 2028 for AI used in regulated products like medical devices. That sounds like good news for companies. Here is the catch. That delay is not legally in effect yet. The Council of the European Union must formally adopt the agreement before the August 2 deadline passes. If they do not, the original deadline stands and thousands of companies worldwide will be technically non-compliant overnight. On top of that, even with the delay, the transparency obligations for chatbots and AI-generated content watermarking still take effect on August 2. No extensions. No grace period. If your chatbot or generative AI system is used in Europe, you must disclose that people are interacting with AI and watermark synthetic content. That is the law in 8 days. Segment 3. Subscribe to stay ahead on AI regulation. So what happens if a company ignores this? The penalties are brutal. Fines for deploying non-compliant high-risk AI can reach €15 million or 3% of global annual turnover. For prohibited AI practices, fines go up to €35 million or 7% of worldwide revenue. But fines are not the worst part. national authorities can withdraw non-compliant AI systems from the market entirely. Imagine building an AI product for Europe for years, only to have it banned overnight because your documentation was incomplete. This is not hypothetical. The EU AI Office is already operational and the registration database is live. Segment 4. And it is not just Europe. The United States is going through its own AI regulation explosion. Over 100 new AI laws have been enacted across more than half of U.S. states this year alone. California has the Frontier AI Act requiring safety testing for the most powerful models. Colorado just repealed and replaced its entire AI law with a more business-friendly framework focused on automated decision-making. Texas banned manipulative AI and deepfake child safety content. New York requires bias audits for AI hiring tools. And the federal government under the Trump administration issued an executive order creating an AI litigation task force to challenge state laws it considers too burdensome. The result is a patchwork of 50 different regulatory regimes that makes compliance incredibly complex for any company deploying AI across the country. The battle between federal and state authority over AI regulation is just getting started, and it could end up before the Supreme Court. Segment 5. So what does this mean for you? If you build AI products, get compliant now, not next month. Even with the proposed delay, transparency rules are non-negotiable starting August 2nd. Conduct a risk assessment of every AI system you operate. Identify which are high risk. Document everything. Start your conformity assessments. The companies that wait will scramble while their competitors keep shipping. If you use AI tools, expect more disclosures, more consent forms, and more transparency. This is not a bad thing. The EU AI Act is not trying to kill innovation. It ensures AI systems are safe, transparent, and accountable before deployment at scale. The companies that get this right will build more trust with their users. And trust is the one competitive advantage no algorithm can replicate. OUTRO. That is the state of AI regulation heading into the biggest deadline of 2026. The EU AI Act goes live in 8 days. Over 100 new U.S. state laws are in effect. The global rules of AI are being written right now, and the decisions made in the next few months will shape how artificial intelligence develops for the next decade. If you found this breakdown valuable, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We cover the biggest stories in AI every week so you never fall behind. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.